Good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's Winter Cup 2025 cast. I'm not alone as yesterday, but I'm here with another set of two favorite casters. And I also did some special names for them. Now I was a little bit more creative and a little bit less creative. Let's go with the less creative, the small hand. It's the complete opposite. It's the Bigfoot Blood Red Yeti. Hello.
Hello.
And the other one, and I have no idea if it makes sense or is it just a German thing, but it was for Avatar, the airbender, and it is Sukos, the firebender brother, Firelord Ethan.
Hello, hello.
Great to have you here. And yeah, you just can talk about our games we will see today.
Sure. So I'm not sure what you think, Giddy, but I think group Comet, the group we'll look at first, is sort of a group of like sleeper agents almost, like top players that haven't been in recent tournaments or underrated players or people that want to be underrated.
I would absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, in this match, Adafheyesh searches jScarny. Both of them, well, jScarny was in last Summer Cup, but both of them haven't really seen in a while. So kind of an interesting matchup. I'd say Adafheyesh is a slight favorite based on his past performance.
I would agree with that. I would say just a slight edge to Adafheyesh, unless, of course, the rust is really bad. But I would imagine it's probably about the same for both players. So I'm really interested to see how it how the game swings in the later portion of the match. I would imagine it's kind of going to be neck and neck for the first little bit until they start warming up, and then I'm
For
really
sure.
interested to see how things change.
Yeah,
Go for Big
I think
Man.
we're ready to get into the match. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're probably ready to start on the first one. Uh,
Oh, first we have to talk about the draft, of course.
oh, yeah, we have to talk about the draft, obviously. Thank you.
I have it on stream.
Adafheyesh picks SpyParty, the pub aquarium Redwoods Tayan, and Jay Scarney picks video games over books, with Adafheyesh banning Balcony and Jay Scarney banning Tayan.
Not unexpected bans, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, no, Jay Scarney likes to ban Tayan, not a big fan, and Adafheyesh Balcony ban is pretty standard. But this set of venue sets, I guess, like Spy Party and video games over books, sort of favors like I would say almost soft toe or not really like what you would consider standard Spy Party, apart from like uh Courtyard and Aquarium, sort of hard maps to play almost with a bit of nuance.
Yeah, that I would agree with. They're both very controllable from a sniper perspective because video games over books is so reliant on statues. So when you're playing on that, you almost have to eschew the statue game and find a different way, a different route to victory. And then Spy Party is just it's all of the things that we don't necessarily like to play on as snipers, but still require an amount of creativity as spy just due to how the venue setup exists.
Sure. And you mentioned statues, but I actually think statues might come into more play in this particular lineup because we have two pubs, and the pub famously you only need one statue to finish. So we'll see if uh, I think statues will play a huge part in not only if the spy decides to do them, but if any AI decide to do them, it might lead to a civ shot.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, I think our second entry into pub, the 3 of 5, where there's just so much less that can be watched.
For sure. Yep.
Looks like we have Jay Scarney as sorry on pub in 3, 2, 1. Land.
So starting off with the 3 of 7 version, which is I actually think this version might even be slightly harder than the 3 of 5 just because the time differential. Because the 3 of 5, I feel like those 5 missions are the ones you want to be doing most of the time anyway, so having that time really helps.
Oh, I would agree. It looks like we had that really big preamble right in the beginning. I probably would have just pulled right through that, so I think it was really well done by Scarny to see the stop and just follow suit.
Yeah, those little AI things are hard to pick up in a moment. Running right next to our section target for the 51%.
A little bit of a late start, so the green test definitely helps.
Yeah, yeah. Because already almost less than 2 minutes left, even though it feels like the game's just started, so definitely have to pick up the pace on this map.
Especially with our ST going about as far away from us as possible.
Well, that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Usually it's a good thing because the cooldown resets, but we are sorry, so to even get there might take like 10 seconds.
Banana bread.
Oh, good fake. I like this. Only 2 lowlights, and we're not a real. Oh, it looks like we're eyeing up this ambassador, but he just leaves, so no bug there, unfortunately. And we still need to get that flirt and contact. Alright, here we go. Next to our SC once again. Only 45 seconds, but luckily the DA leaves, so not lucky at all. Quite
No,
unfortunate, actually.
I think we
Um,
might have to commit to a timeout here or a frame game of some sort, but I don't know who we would be framing at this point.
Especially with this white test, I think finishing is now looking near impossible. So yeah, looks like we are just committing
Banana
to the
bread.
timeout. Another fake, just in case. But it looks like Adafheyesh is not biting. Very nice hold here. And it should just be a timeout.
It doesn't appear to be a timeout. That's just, I think, an unfortunate party for jScarny, and
Sure.
very good hold on Adafheyesh's part, especially for someone who hasn't played in a little while. It can kind of be a little bit nerve wracking. Have I missed something? And
Yeah,
you kind of just you're worried about that. But very well done.
yeah, and like you said, it was a bit of an unfortunate party, only one statue goer, but at the same time, I feel like the pace also cut off Discarny there. Maybe being sorry played a part in that. We couldn't even finish Flirt by the end of the game, so yeah, just an unfortunate game all around.
So now it looks like we have Adafheyesh stepping into pub as Salmon, saying that he will also be a victim of the clock. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Master ST, so we decided to just hang out at this window. And here we go.
Adding time,
Yep,
deciding right away we don't want to end up in a situation where we are running out of time.
exactly. Maybe seeing Scarny's timeout, deciding I don't want that to happen to me.
Short window stay and then moving over into a circle with a DA, but I think we would absolutely be waiting for a little bit more full circles before we do anything about it.
For sure, yeah.
Very interested in that stat. We might be. Oh, guess not. Going over for a flirt.
Yeah, about time.
So maybe just interested in Rocker as a potential flame target.
Mhm. And already, like, 3 or 4 statue visitors, so way more than last time. But we see here that Dizzy actually gets low light, because I know Scarny knows some hub tech and get little bit of low light, so even though the party is more favorable, we'll see if Scarny is able to counter that almost.
Really taking our time here on these missions. We have it. Looks like we're just now getting back to the normal clock. A minute and 35 left. One mission down, two to go. As we finish up our flirt.
Yep, and another Sagittarius gets low lit, so it looks like there's still 3 highlights left. So we could decide to go for statues if we wanted to do a Sappho finish,
It looks like
which
we will.
we are doing. Yeah.
We do pick up a highlight. Just doing a single cycle to get the inspect. And I would imagine we're heading to try and get a contact here to finish out this game.
Yeah, that would be standard. Unfortunately, at the moment, it seems like every other highlight does not have real if we were to go for this, which means Scarny is likely to take the shot on this.
Banana bread.
We'll see,
And here
though.
it comes.
Green contact. Looks like we are not considered. Oh,
there.
no.
Oh, nope.
Just a look over,
Almost.
and Adafheyesh gets away with it.
I would imagine we briefly thought about it and then decided that they weren't suspicious enough. I would imagine the fact that we were able to get in and flirt with Irish and not have to be seen next to her more than just those 2 times very much helped us there.
The 2 flirt, just quickly knocking that out of the way, so the contact would be the finish. Looks like Scarny was not ready to shoot us yet.
All right, and with that, we will be heading into Aquarium. jScarny as wheels in 3, 2, 1, land. Just an immediate redirect out of those statues, deciding, nope, I don't want to start the game with highlight, and heading over to the window.
I'm not sure if Adafheyesh does highlight for statues. Haven't really.
No, I don't believe he does with the lights, but I do believe that he like mentally tracks.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, nice 51% at Windows. Windows is the best spot because ST just instantly beats away, leaving the minimum flirtation cooldown.
Real quick, trying to get a fingerprint here. And then we should be able to just put it right back down.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's exactly what Scarny does.
I'm heading back over to the window. Which proves to be almost perfect as the ST comes over to those statues.
We'll see if we try to chase her down here. Decided not to. Still avoiding those statues.
Instead, looks like we're heading over to the hook. I don't know if we're starting the microfilm here or we're just... Oh, there's a fingerprint.
Yeah, Ambassador was just here. It looks like there still is a fingerprint here. I thought maybe with 3 at bookcase someone would have smudged it, but it looks like not.
We managed to pick it up right before Kane there, which was very good timing.
And we did not pick up a highlight for this fingerprint, which I think is it's a good sign here for Scarny. Very good start.
I would agree. Looks like we were going to try and step in with the DA, but instead head over to bar and we pick up a highlight on our way.
Oh, now we get the highlight. Sneaky Adafheyesh.
It looks like it's us, Kane, and Rock. Looks like Kane also picked up a highlight after that hook visit.
Bit of a strange entry here. I'm not sure if that's something Adafheyesh maybe watches for, but could harm us in the future, especially as we're highlights.
I think also a lot of people just kind of with wheels, with the way wheels is, you're less likely to suspiciously look at wheels for overlapping with another guest.
Sure, sure. Alright, looks like we're deciding to join our SC, try to finish this third with only
But
1
she
minute 14
bails on
left.
us. That is unfortunate. And
Oh,
we the Torloin runs out, so I don't know if we were planning on sending her.
yeah, maybe we just got that delegate as like a backup plan, maybe if we managed to finish for just get a quick finish, but couldn't do it in time, so the delegate timer runs out, and our options are also seemingly running out.
Banana
Looks like
bread.
we're gonna try to go for this contact, which makes sense here, behind shark, so it's not as suspicious that we're one of the only people in the double agents conversation.
An immediate flirt. Oh, and it gets a shot.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Yeah, looks like Adafheyesh was all over this Princeton, just a delayed highlight, maybe trying to hide it. And I'm not sure if he caught that we were one of 2 reels, but if he did, that's a great catch, and just shooting for the insta flirt.
Yeah, that was really well done. I would imagine the fingerprints were a lot more noticeable than we initially thought, given the later highlight.
Mhm. Now we're 3-0 up for Adafheyesh.
Yes, we are, and we are headed back to pub. Yeah.
Back to Aquarium, yeah.
Okay, then I somehow got on the wrong game. Give me a moment.
Adafheyesh as pearls.
Yes, I now have Adafheyesh's play.
All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1, play.
Taking kind of a long redirected path to get back into conversation with our ST. Quick white test of 34% flirt. Not the end of the world, but it does mean we will have to flirt a minimum of.
Let's say Scarny is highlighted for statues, so already 3 highlights. Um, more statue visitors than there were at the start of the last game. As we bail from this conversation to the DA's conversation, trying to get a contact, but the DA leaves, so we're just gonna walk right back to our ST.
Second flirt, 51%. One more green test will do it. Otherwise, we might be looking at 4, which could really be unfortunate.
The DA did happen to go in the same conversation as the ST, so Adafheyesh eyeing up the Cardi for a contact. Here it
Banana
comes.
bread.
As it will be coming off.
Very good contact, yeah. 1 low light taken by Scarny. 2, there we go, got Ken.
So we've got one mission down, 2.5 minutes left to pick up the other 3. Partial progress on the flirt. Here comes another one for 68%. So we'll have to do at least one more light.
Yeah, but we instantly leave right after, so it's not too bad.
Grabbing a drink. Looks like we're not taking. We're just going for the delegate and getting a fingerprint on the wall.
We walk close by the ambassador. We don't go for the bug there. Maybe we'll see if jScarny credits that. I feel like we could have easily went for it.
I feel the same. I was half expecting a bug. I was honestly surprised that it wasn't taken. Oh, it looks like we're safety off, and a shot is
Oh,
taken on general.
on general. Um, interesting. Shot for the briefcase. I assume he had prints.
I am not sure.
Oh, looks like he went close to the ambassador too. Maybe has bug credits. But I don't see any second print for him. So maybe just maybe a pathing thing, maybe like a behavior thing. But fortunately, it was the wrong shot. Regardless,
He has a path right behind Ambassador at the very start of the game. That could be a bug.
potentially. Well, whatever the case, Adafheyesh now up 4-0, sweeping the first two venue sets as we head into pub yet again. This time 3-5, 3 minutes 30. jScarny as Kane in 3, 2, 1, play.
Looks like we tried to chase down RST, but then kind of abandoned that as she decided to move to the far conversation circle. Joined in conversation by the conversation. If we could get more people into the conversation, it wouldn't be awful early.
Yeah,
Banana bread.
yeah, pretty good contact. Both conversations, I believe, had the SCA. The SCA split, but I think could have been a contact. Only 3 lowlights, and presumably everyone has real, so I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, that's one mission down, 2 minutes 45 left. Scarny in a much better position than last time, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with this added time, it looks like SC leaves, but I still think we shouldn't time out here. Still plenty of time.
Absolutely. And we're a much faster character, as is RST, so it shouldn't be too difficult to run into this. Joining the ambassador in conversation, I wouldn't imagine going for anything here except maybe trying to get that briefcase when he leaves.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're in range. It looks almost, maybe, but
I believe we're just a little too far outside to actually be encroaching on his personal space.
oh, we go for it on the way out. But
And it
yeah,
is
Adafheyesh is all over that.
good effort,
He,
though.
um, it was ambitious. We'll say that.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I guess jScarny felt that was a good opportunity, despite the extra time and potential inspect finish. We decided to go for the bug. I wonder if us turning off Purloin had anything to do with our decision to go for the bug there, because usually if we're running all the time, a Purloin is a good out usually to at least have a 50-50 here. But with a bug, it feels almost riskier.
Riskier, but if it's not seen, it's almost a guaranteed win, I think, which might be uh, the mindset. I'm so far behind that I kind of have to go big, and if I can get that, I'm back in it.
Potentially. We'll see if Dotfish has that mindset as he also turns off Purloin and swap as Alice in 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, I'm not
Just
sure. It's interesting how both players turn off Purloin. I don't think that's very usual. Usually you'd see like swap and fingerprint.
I would agree with that. I did it on accident, so
Sure,
it
but
might have been something like that, and then it's just well, you played it, so I'll play it as well type of thing.
yeah, potentially. You have an instant inspect, instant mission, also instant highlight as you go into bar.
Very similar in terms of the mission completion from this game and last game. However, I think if we have more statue visitors, we might be in a slightly better position at Adafheyesh this time, as we have the mission inside of the pub finished already.
Yep. Yeah, already 3 highlights, so I think as we head up to our SC here, we're looking in pretty good shape.
Looks like we're giving it a nice little pause so that we're not doing an instant talk.
Very respectful.
And then we interrupt our seduction target, which is a little bit less respectful, and we pick up a contact.
Yeah, our SC comes, not SC, our DA comes to us, the biggest conversation, so very good taking advantage of that opportunity. Lots of people have reels and only a couple of lowlights.
So it looks like to me we will probably just be trying to timer flirt this out. Hopefully wheels will, you know.
Yeah, with 2 highlights having reel. Oh, now the other highlight gets low lit for pathing. We'll see if this talk maybe gets a shot.
That is a very, very high possibility here. And here's our flirt. Mission on the countdown. As Scarny noticed, and if he notices, doesn't care. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, once again, Adafheyesh getting away with that soft toe finish, just like last time. Scarny not able to shoot for it, even though he is the only highlight. So, once again, the 2 green game contributed to that, I think. Just able to finish on that second talk. If we had hit away, maybe we would have to chase our ST and make a small pathing mistake that Scarny was able to shoot for, but with not that much activity and not that much movement, Scarny not willing to take the shot.
And with that, we will head into Redwoods, jScarny at Red Dress in 3, 2, 1, planet. An instant bug would have failed and is not seen, I don't believe.
0 out of 10 bug there, but looks like Adafheyesh did not notice that as we go into statues for this single inspect. Yeah, if you're gonna do a wild chaos bug, it might as well be Redwoods, where you have the most chance of getting away with it.
Oh, absolutely. I've been waiting for one this whole set. Started next to the ambassador so many times.
Oh, and we're right next to Ambassador once again. We could press into the bar and try to go for like a pseudo walking bug, but we
And a
decided
player
not to.
like me probably would try and get got. So
I don't think it would be that bad. It might have worked. Got to go for those blood plays, but Scarny decided he had enough blood plays for this game potentially. But the chaos bug was enough, and just decides to go next to our SC.
34% flirt. So we've got a small amount of mission completion here. No full completion. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Our ST does us the favor of rolling away. Reduce that timer a little bit faster, and it looks like we're
banana bread.
Yep. Very nice fake. The other 2 conversations have real, and they're both very full. And Adafheyesh looks like did not even take any bullets from that, even though there were 2 people out of conversation. There. Okay, he was just maybe checking on Ambassador, making sure we didn't do a cheeky BB bug. Curious how we're idling here. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Would have figured we would have tried to get our flirt up by now or anything else, but we commit to this by taking a last sip and staying here. Not sure if Scarny has a frame target in mind or if we're just idling for the sake of idling.
I think we might just be timing out here, unfortunately. Doesn't look like we have anyone that we're looking really intently. We've got a real
Banana bread.
contact coming off here, and then we are failing in a
Uh,
really weird fashion. Oh, and it gets us low lit.
wow.
Um,
Well played there. I didn't catch what that redirect was for. But it must have been for briefcase, if I had to guess, but it earns us a low light, so well played. With the direct take as well. Queen was just next to us with a drink in hand.
we're gonna take this bug, perhaps. It does not look like it.
So it
I
looks
don't
like
know
this was,
how.
yeah, this was the play. We were trying to idle the whole game, then do a last second direct
Oh,
purling, and it
and
pays
Queen
off!
gets shot.
Queen does get shot, so Scarny's game plan did end up working out in the end. Very well played there. Did not see that one coming.
Neither did I. That was
Banana bread.
really well done. I saw
so-
that Queen had a drink, but the loop back to the conversation circle really threw me.
Yeah, for sure. Was it for briefcase? No, I don't think yeah, I'm not sure what the loop was for, but Adafheyesh selected it. And the queen split just as we left for bar, so uh imitating here jScarny a delegate split, which is a common tactic to try to get away from the delegate as it happens. And queen does get shot for it.
So now we'll be seeing if Scarny can claw his way back. Adafheyesh is stepping into Redwoods as Plane Twin. In 3, 2, 1, planet.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to claw this one back. Already 6-1, but that last game was a very good start. Had a nice start at Windows, deciding to idle for a bit as the ambassador comes right next to us. If I'm not mistaken, I think we are in range.
I believe we
Potentially.
are, and I don't think it's an awful attempt. And
There
there
we
it goes.
go.
And it does take, and I don't
Yeah.
think it's seen.
Very nice there from Adafheyesh. Just waiting that, because he was in the golden range, so we could have waited potentially even longer. But very nice having there, making sure the snipe, because there's a window when a master comes up to someone that the sniper is intently watching for any reverse drive-bys or walking bugs. But after that window has passed, you can just sneak in a cheeky standing bug and get away with it.
Absolutely, just a very nice understanding of how sniper attention functions.
Pulling out a blue book, heading back to our SC, looks like.
What do you think the odds of this book going back into the blue bookcase at this point?
Well, it depends here. If I were in this position, I'd look for a delegate finish, a purling finish, or the direct transfer of the book in hand. I think we have enough time to go for this transfer potentially. I think that could work. We put out the book relatively early. Could cook this a little bit longer and go for it. Or we can go for it right now, and we'll see if Scarny notices.
He doesn't seem. Oh, we get a highlight.
Highlight for inspects or transfer. One
Likely
but
transfer. I haven't seen Adafheyesh doing highlights for statue. I haven't been paying attention on Redwood specifically, so he might be changing up his light strategy.
maybe. But if we get away with this, the other benefit of transfer is that we pick up 2 inspects, so we could, if things get rough, even go for this silent game with the inspect finish if the DA doesn't cooperate. But here we go.
Banana bread.
We're just setting off a contact.
Going in for the contact.
How on top of this is he? It looks like
Wow.
he are.
Nice shot there. So it looks like that highlight was for transfer, or at least uh, highly suspecting Adafheyesh with a very nice shot there to keep us in the game with 6-2.
Yeah, and with that, we will be moving to Terrace, which will be interesting, as I feel it's a very controllable map or venue from the sniper side. Be very difficult to get things done as a spy.
For sure. Let's see if Scarny is able to as Irish in 3, 2, 1, play.
Instantly joining our ST. I'm not sure how good of an entry into conversation that was, but doesn't look to have gotten us highlit.
Yeah, well, time of chaos entries. I don't think maybe you're looking for the entries so much as positioning if Adafheyesh is so behaviorally inclined, but we do hit a white flirt here as our ST instantly bails, so the minimum possible cooldown. Oh, okay. We went for this
Banana bread.
contact, which was a good contact, except the DA bailed and went to the other conversation. So it
It's
still was a
still
good
a
contact,
yeah.
but we just don't have real, which would have been nice.
Maybe we can switch more to a frame type game, though I don't know how likely that is, given that the DA was in motion right before the contact came off.
Yeah, maybe, but I noticed that Adafheyesh did not highlight the real contacts, which I think a lot of people and I certainly would have done. So I'm not sure if Adafheyesh is maybe on that or just mentally tracking that. But if he's not tracking that, it may be a little bit easier to get a frame gain since we can use the entire party as frame targets instead of just that one half.
Tech's picking up an highlight for going to statues. Thing might
Here
be
we go.
compounding suspicion from
We just hit a
previous.
red flirt as our SC claims right next to us, having just been at the bar. So we're trying to pull off the exact same play here as we did on Redwoods.
And it's seen and some low lights, it looks like, maybe, or we don't look to be suspected for this purloin all, though, given who's all being looked
But Akish very conspicuously not taking the lights, although I'm pretty sure he has noticed it by now. Just eyeing intently the two people he already knows to be suspects, I imagine, not wasting time on those lights.
at. Almost like Scarny just killing time and hoping somebody incriminates themselves. Stepping in with our ST, who bails before we can do anything.
This time Akish finds the correct decision, does hold the shot. Very well done. It's interesting too. You'd think it'd be harder to hold the shot on Terrace, where it's a 3 of 7, where ostensibly someone could have finished. But
I think if anyone had made another statue visit, I think everyone was remarkably stationary in this party. So
that
there
is,
wasn't a whole lot of worry if you knew no one had bugged. So as long as you're on top of that bug, you know no one has completed their missions yet.
well, there was a Purloin, and Alice did have real. So Alice could have finished all 3 missions with the contact seduce Purloin. So it was, uh, I'm not sure what exactly what it was that made Adafheyesh hold the shot. Maybe it was flirt tracking, maybe it was behavior, but whatever it was, uh, finds the correct decision, unlike on Redwoods. Maybe he's learned of it to hold the shot. Well done. Now we'll see Adafheyesh trying Terrace as Smallman in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Quickly just entering this incident conversation is there's quite a there was a little bit of a bar rush, but I think there's only going to be two people that actually take drinks by the end.
And at this point, the set's already over at Adafheyesh up 7-2. So we'll see if that impacts his spy gameplay. Maybe he's more aggressive, maybe he's less aggressive. More aggressive
Banana
because
bread.
it's already over, or less aggressive because he figures he doesn't have to try as much. But looks like he's just continuing on with his standard game plan, taking a nice contact, only 2 lowlights with real this time.
Moving to the other conversation, maybe setting up for a possible reverse fireflies if the ambassador decides to go to bar.
Yeah, especially as small one, this is a very tricky spot because it's possible that from some angles we're not even seen at all, but immediately the cover disperses and we are exposed. So no more chance of going for that bug. As we step into our ST for our first flirt.
White test for 34%. Minute and 20 left to get the other two. Absolutely doable.
It's doable, but not by timer flirting. Something has to happen. Something has to move here, and we decide to do it. Going to bar, I believe. So this is the plan here from Adafheyesh. Potentially delegating to our ST so the cooldown resets even faster, and we can just finish flirt at bar. Oh, or
See,
we
what
could
we just
direct turn lane and get shot.
absolutely.
Okay, so
Sometimes
yeah, some things that it looks like Alice did actually walk up next to it. So Alice, Alice once again being the frame target here, and once again not being shot.
which is interesting, as she had more suspicion that it, from my eyes, she had done more in the party. So just maybe
Yeah,
being more
she was already.
suspicious of small man being small man.
Yeah, very interesting. Both games, Alice had the full mission count, and both games, the spy loses. Uh, but this time, I think Scarny more confident that it was not Alice with the shot immediately taken here. Um, very the confidence is interesting because Alice is not a low light, and Scarny is uh, liberal with his having low lights. He's not trying to hide them. So I guess a nice read there that Swamman was a spy.
Absolutely. Not sure what he saw, but it was enough.
All right.
So now we will be finishing out this set on Courtyard. jScarny as General in 3, 2, 1, playing it. An attempt to chase down our ST that we ultimately give up as it becomes far too long to be believable. So we settle at a window to see where the our ST ends up, and then it looks like we'll be trying to follow her before she goes to a window pad again.
Unfortunately, she does, and I mean, it's a bad feeling to start the game off doing nothing essentially.
Banana
But
bread.
decide to make it up for a fake contact with our ST joining us for sadly only 17%.
Our ST is being quite a bit active though, so
Banana
unfortunately we're
bread.
going to be knocking her out here with a real contact.
Yeah, interestingly, decide to instantly start that contact as we joined the Rio DA, even though that contact did not look favorable. A good number of lowlights here.
I think we might be just going for a prolonging here as we request a drink from Toby.
Yeah, maybe trying to make up for that pace we lost earlier on by going for a bit
And
of
it
a
is a green.
yeah, a bit of a pseudo rush maybe.
low light takes it. The SDA takes it. Just a low light.
Yeah, and if Adafheyesh has noticed this as on the chain, I believe we are the only person that could have done the purloin. So I think the lack of shot here means that this purloin is relatively clean, or at least Adafheyesh knows that General does not have 4 missions.
So we rejoin our ST, pick up another flirt for 51%. About a minute left, 2 missions left to complete. Though we could just inspect and
Yeah, not sure how well an inspect would go down. The purloin missing.
especially this late in the game.
Yeah. But if we want to finish at all, I think going for the flirt here would be best. But it seems like this set, Scarny is more inclined for a frame type of game, which it's worked sometimes and not the others. But finally we do decide to go for the seduce.
Finishing up Seduce. 1 mission left. 24 seconds left. Looks like it's statues.
Yep, realizing that Adafheyesh is not shooting anyone.
And we pick up a highlight for it.
Yeah, we decided to go to statues. Highlight is
And
usually good. And
see,
indeed, yeah. Highlight is usually good at the end of the game because it means that they're not shooting you. And indeed, Adafheyesh shoots someone else. For the fingerprint pickup. So maybe suspecting purloin and fingerprints for Sick here.
I would agree that that is likely the suspicion.
Yeah, maybe Adafheyesh realized he was in a tough position here with, looks like 2 potential finishers. General with the inspect, Sick with the fingerprints, and decides to just shoot one of them. Unfortunately, it's the wrong shot here, and Scarny gets a third, 7-3. Oh, 7-4. Right, because this is the last game. Adafheyesh as Spy here, as Kane specifically.
I believe it's Alice.
Oh, sorry, Alice. This is Alice. Kane was in front in 3, 2, 1, play. I was looking at the sniper camera where Kane was a bit in front of Alice there, but it
I've
is
been
Alice.
tricked many times. Instantly chasing down our ST, knocking off a 51% flirt and bailing immediately.
Instant veil, flirt cheese.
Entering an innocent conversation for a little bit before we go rejoin the ST. Another flirt. This one's white, so it's 85%. But that does mean we just need 1 more flirt from any point on the circles. We
Look at
reject
this
a drink from Toby.
cross conversation bug, and that's just as clean as you could ask for on Guard. With the arm going into Sari there with Scarny's laser being on the opposite side, so I think just completely clean, almost as clean as you can ask for.
I would agree. That was absolutely well done. I was waiting for it, just given our position in the circle, especially with how Ambassador just kind of placed himself right there.
Yeah, those bugs almost feel unfair, where you're like opposite of the Ambassador. It's like very few snipers are expecting a bug from that position, from the opposite side. Usually you're looking at people right next to the Ambassador. And the DA joins us as well, so looking like a very fortunate game here from Adafheyesh.
Could just contact
Banana bread.
Purloin here.
Oh.
And contacting gets Iris shot.
A Civ comes off regardless, but
Not entirely sure what she did.
Alright, so inspects, takes a drink. Takes a drink, then heads to real conversation, talks, and dies.
She did step right next to the Ambassador. at around 2 minutes and 40 seconds. As the ambassador left the conversation, it could have been credited a bug.
Yeah, potentially. Potentially, the set was also over, so Scarny just figured, like, might as well just shoot this person, the most suspicious person, going to inspects, quick flirt, go to DA, then contact, where she was not the spy. But that is the first set, 8-4 in Adafheyesh's favor. First set of that group. And after this break, we will have Gentlemen versus... Um, yes, Assassine
Assassin.
Effect. Do not go anywhere.